This week's Piltch Point with Avram Piltch is proudly powered by PureVPN. The best way to protect your privacy online is with PureVPN. You can hide your online activities, say goodbye to regional restrictions, and improve your streaming quality. Plus, it is available for almost all of your devices, and you can get a special price and a 31-day money-back guarantee, all by going to piltchpoint.live/PureVPN. All right, Avram. I think you got something to show us, right?
Yes, I do. So, what I have here is a laptop, but not like any laptop you've seen before. It is the CrowPi2. It's a regular laptop for regular use, because if I lift up the keyboard, it will something special. Ta-da! This is a learning.
It looks like a Radio Shack electronic learning kit.
It is the successor to that.
Awesome.
So we talk a lot about how awesome it is to learn how to program things with a Raspberry Pi, because you need the real fun of using a Raspberry Pi is not that it's a $35 computer that can run Linux, because most of us already have PCs that could run Linux or Windows. It's connecting it to lights, motors, and sensors. But when you normally buy a Raspberry Pi starter kit, it just comes with a Raspberry Pi and a case and a plug to plug it in, and maybe a keyboard and mouse. But that's all computer stuff. Where's the fun in that? You got to buy motors and sensors, but which ones to get and how to use them. So here we've got something that really addresses that problem, and it's great for kids because it is in the laptop form factor here, but it has built in all of these cool lights, motors, and sensors, and there are actually more things come in the box. So inside of this CrowPi2 is a Raspberry Pi 4, 4 gigabyte. You can buy it actually in several different configurations, one of which, the most basic of which is 269. You bring your own Raspberry Pi. This, I think, is the advanced kit that's $399, and it comes with just a variety of other sensors, the Pi inside, game controllers, because it also comes with RetroPie, which is a game emulation system, and all of these things. So what we have here, among other things, is we've got an LED screen, we've got a matrix of buttons, we've got an 8x8 LED matrix, so that's for making light up things. We've got all 40 GPIO pins, and this you can use to put on hats, which are expansion boards for Raspberry Pi. We've got an ultrasonic sensor, we've got photoresistor sensor, we've got an RFID sensor, and it comes with a bunch of RFID tags, so you can program it to do different things when you flash a tag in front of it. We've got connectors here for a stepper motor and a servo motor, and it comes with those in the box. We've got a little joystick over here. This is, I think, a motion sensor. I don't even know what it has. A buzzer, sound sensor. It comes in the box with a moisture sensor for potted plants. So, and the screen here is an 11-inch Full HD 1920 by 1080 screen. Now, one thing it doesn't come with, annoyingly, is a battery. So you got to use it plugged in. The Pro that comes, it makes it sells a battery that you can put into this slot here in the back. But it doesn't come with one in the box. So the thing that's really neat about this, though, is that if all you had was just the physical parts that I showed you, you still might be a little bit bored, because what am I going to do with all this? You need to learn, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, let me see if I can do this. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you what the interface looks like. So it comes with its own UI. And when you first, I'll show you the home screen in a second, but when you get to the learning section, you can learn how to program in either Python or Scratch. Scratch is a good programming language for kids. It's very popular. It's block-based. It drag blocks. I like my son to use Python, which is a little bit more grown up. It's a text-based language that adults use. Anyway, what you can see here is inside there's this kind of image map of what the it looks like, right? What the sensors on it look like. It actually doesn't even show all of them, but you can highlight things and you can see what they do. And what's interesting is if you want a lesson about it, you click on it and it'll actually give you a lesson and with the code to do it. So you see here, there's like a little character telling you, we'll learn about ultrasonic distance sensors and how we can measure, and then you can like kind of click through and get stuff, and it gives you code to put. Explains how it works, gives you some code to put over here into the code editor. You save it, you can run it, and then it'll actually work on the sensor inside. Whether it's a sensor or there's one here that he really enjoyed playing with before that lets you make a little calculator. So you use these buttons here like a calculator, and then it ends up actually showing the calculation on the screen. So it's these are the motor connectors. You can use them for different things. So it has just a lot of possibilities. So going back to screen, it gives you the choice of Python or Scratch for learning these things, and then it also comes with this is the home screen. So you can see there's the Minecraft stuff where you can learn about how to program with Minecraft, because there's programming with Minecraft. There's this section, the AI section. There's a camera on the front, so you can actually, when you click through here, you can program it for facial recognition or program it as a phone for speech recognition. And it's the same kind of lesson that you go through. It loads this one, I think, has to be Python. And it explains to you how to, all the steps for doing it. These are serious, it teaches you about real adult stuff, like OpenCV is what adults use. It's not, it's not just, kiddie stuff that they're just going to outgrow really fast. It's useful stuff, right? So, there's this projects here. Here's another tutorial to go through. So it's expensive. $269 gets you the basic kit without a Raspberry Pi 4. $399 gets you what I have. It's definitely not a replacement for a real laptop for your child. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you go to you have the Raspberry Pi desktop, so you can surf the web, and you can program, you can use Office apps and all that stuff. But the it doesn't have a battery. I don't think as powerful as Raspberry Pi 4 is. I don't think a lot of people would use it in lieu of a PC or a Chromebook or a Mac in terms of web surfing performance. But it's really good for learning about programming and learning about electronics, because there's just so many lessons in there that you can use. So I think it's pretty cool. Personally, I don't really like the feel of this keyboard, but if you're 8 years old like my son, I love it. It also comes with a wireless mouse. But you can also, it has USB ports, so you can plug in a separate mouse, use it. What I really like about this is that it's you with essential that you're into programming and electronics. You don't need to a bunch of separate pieces and try and sort of stitch together. You can go through the tutorials and everything you need is right there.
And that's super cool. You know, looking at some of the things, I'm on the website right now, and I'm looking at some of the capabilities of the. Well, I guess it's more of a platform than just a device, right? Because it's got UI and everything. But it's got AI voice recognition, AI facial recognition, which we saw as one of the projects when you were showing off some of the capabilities there. I mean, that's like you said, that's some pretty advanced stuff. That's not small scale things.
Yeah, no joke. Also, it, you know, I mean, like anything next to other board Arduino. Oh, and it also came with a bunch of like little. This will be the death of me. I might have to just kind of throw it out when my son's not looking because it's going to make a mess. It also comes with breadboard, all these cardboard cutouts of Minecraft places that you can like put together. So it's like, you know, it's fun. It comes. It also comes with another microSD card that has a RetroPie emulator on it, and with these controllers, so you can play retro games on it. Although that's the basic kit that's 269 doesn't come with that. But you don't really, to be honest. You could easily just make your own microSD card with you know, get your controllers. But the screen is decent. You know, it's has a lot of backlight bleed, but I guess what do you expect? I mean, I just don't think of it as a laptop. Like if you're thinking of it as a buy my child a laptop, then this is not for you. This is not what it's for. I wouldn't recommend this for someone to get it for their kid to use for school. I wouldn't recommend them to get it to use for anything but this. It is a really, really good electronics learning tool and programming learning tool. That's what it's for. Now, obviously, spending that amount of money, you better make sure that the kid's going to use it. Going to actually go through those lessons and use it, because otherwise you'll be really annoyed. But there's a lot out there. I mean, I've gone through a lot of robot kits, a lot of electronics kits in my time as a parent and as an editor reviewing things, and most of them give you stuff that's very proprietary. Like, oh yeah, you can learn how to program, but it's our special programming language only on our robots or our learning kit. No. This teaches you how to program in Python. Python is a serious adult programming language that's used for electronics, for all kinds of things. So if your child learns this, and even if they are not comfortable with that right away, and they start with Scratch, which is the block-based language, that is a standard. Scratch is made by MIT as a language. So what I really like is when you give a child a learning kit that uses standards, that teaches them how to use something, they can then go to another computer, take that skill. Not concepts, like, oh, I learned the concept of programming.
Right.
That learn what they actually exactly learn, and take that to another device.
It can carry forward.
Situation and carry it forward. Yeah. And this will do that for you.
Yeah, that was actually one of our complaints when we first started mentoring with First. First Tech Challenge was using this bizarro world language called Robot C, which is used by nobody, and so they eventually transitioned out of that and started doing all of their stuff in Java, which again gives you the ability to carry skills forward. Because, you know, even if you learn Java and you never use Java and other C languages are, you know, similar enough. I've taken 0 Java classes, and all my C# stuff made me basically an expert in Java. So, yeah, that always annoyed me with First, was that Robot C, well, what are we learning? Concepts? Who cares? I want something that I can carry forward on a more real-world basis. So I'm glad that this is the case here, too.
Yes. So for that reason, and we have a review of this up on tomshardware.com. We've had a review of it for a while. I just got my unit this weekend, but we've actually had a review of this up since August. So I definitely encourage folks to check out our full review at tomshardware.com of the CrowPi2, but also really this was making a nice holiday present for a child. Afford to spend at least the $269 to get it. You can go to Elecrow, ELECROW.com, and they say that orders will be shipped in November. So presumably well in time for the holiday. It's definitely a great learning gift. It says ages 8 and up. My son is 8 and he's on Python. Depending on how advanced your child is, really for you to work to do as a parent to play with. You made some.
Yeah, for sure, and don't be intimidated, even if you don't have a strong background in programming, really any background in programming. If you can start with Scratch, if you're able to do Legos and think your way through how to get from the room you're in out your front door, if you can put those two skills together, you've basically built Scratch. You can basically use Scratch, which is a pretty good place for everybody to begin. Because I've always liked the concept. Scratch is the first implementation that has been effective, I think, and it's a good thing. So I'm glad they got both of them on there.
Yep.
Very cool. Well, Avram, as always, I appreciate you showing it off. It's definitely a cool thing, and perfect timing, just in time for the holidays. And as always, I look forward to what we talk about next.